Stampede. I'm gonna need you all to do something for me. I need you to completely forget the video that I uploaded a few videos back when I said, I think I should go to college and immerse myself in the full-time corporate job environment because I feel like I'm not doing enough. Oh my goodness, guys. You know what? Have you seen Men in Black? Have you? I need you to look up, please. Everybody, look up. Okay, smile and... Oh, what video? What video? Because I would never say that. Class, I was clearly going through something, but let me explain to you. There comes a time in your life in your late 20s when you feel a void and you think, I can fill this void with maybe food or attention. You fill it with alcohol. You fill it with other, all you need is God. Oh, you know what? Let's say a prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, hello, it's me again. Thank you, God, so much for not allowing me to fall backwards and regress into the brainwashing of Western, radical, modernized feminism, which teaches young women that they need to do more and work more. And it's all about what you're doing instead of what you're being. And I hope that the Stampede gets just even an ounce of the positive, just radiant feminine energy that I am oozing in today's video. Everybody say amen. And you know what? If any of you were even excited or titillated by that video, commenting, yeah, Kelly Stamps, go back to school full time, get a master's, join the corporate world and climb the ranks like the rest of us because we're so happy, you are anti-Black. You're anti-Black. Now, like I said, I'm not against working. I'm not. I work hard on this channel and my other one, which is very politically incorrect, and I rant a lot about this topic actually. It's for the girls who get it, so go there. And the boys like it too, all right? I'm just into working smart, not hard, because we all have our strengths and weaknesses, right? I'm not gonna pull out my medical degree and start talking about women's cycles and how it is counterintuitive to the full-time work schedule. But let's just say, turns out my strength is being in the kitchen, slicking back a cute high ponytail, picking out beautiful tops that bring out my gorgeous permanent tan, and shockingly, engaging with small children. I said shockingly because as an only child, I feel like you either go one way or another. You either despise children, you're like, oh, they're so loud, they're disgusting, they're crazy, or you're kind of like, oh, they're so fun. I used, admittedly, because I was talking to girls every single day who were disgusted by family and children and all that. Again, the people I used to hang around years ago, their remnants still rub off on me sometimes. And I had to actively choose to distance myself from some people because I knew that they would hate me if I ended up gravitating even here or that way. Basically, it turns out I like kids. They're funny. You know what? They laugh at my jokes too. They think, like, I get on their level of like stupid. So like, they're impressed by anything. They love when I ice skate. They're so funny at the rink. They're always following me around. They think I'm like, you know, this girl, I said this on TikTok, which I deactivated by the way, because I got hooked on it. But I was in Idaho and some little girl comes up to me on ice skates and she's like, are you her? And I'm like, who? Like, there's no way she watches my channel. And she tells her mom, that's Gabby Douglas. I'm like, at least she's not anti-Black. She supports, you know? But it's just so funny because I'm like, I realize I like them. It's not just because I'm at that age where you do start to like them. It's because I don't have any siblings or any just real immediate family, technically outside of my mom. I don't have siblings, and I didn't mind not having them growing up. But it's times like this when the world gets rough and hard and you start to see stuff on TV and you're like, man, society has become rotten. At least I have my So that's what led me to this change. I said, okay, what is something that this like evil omnipresent what is something that they can't take away from you? They can't take my bangs away from me, and they can't take relationships away. And guess what? I'm loved. I'm loved. I have a man. I have a man. And I'm not saying this in a way as in, oh, I was miserable before I found him, but you all know, my single ladies, because of, again, external factors, because of what they taught us in school, because of what maybe your possibly immigrant parents told you even, because a lot of my friends snap out of it too, because their parents told us, I don't have immigrant parents, but same vibe, like, you need to go to college, you need to do this, you need to do more, because I'm not proud of you unless you're producing tons of money and doing more, because they do want what's best for you. They do want what is best for you. Just their way of showing it is just through casual verbal abuse. So, I recognize this. I recognize, well, you know what? You think we can do it all. You know, as we're told, you can do everything you want in this world. You can excel at your career, which again, for some reason I was even considering going into a job, and like, I would have never met him if I was at a job 40 hours a week. You don't meet guys like this when you're tired, beat down. It's true. My dating life improved actually when I became an influencer, or whatever you want to call me, because the time, this is true, listen, like again, you already know, time is the biggest luxury. Because I'm here at home most of the day, I have no excuse but to learn great recipes. Yesterday, I whipped together this delicious, like flaky cod situation. That's what I call every meal, just a cod situation. I was gonna bake it, then I ended up pan frying it, but I just put a little panko and I was like, yeah, need some parsley. Put some parsley in there. It would have been better with Parmesan, but I'm trying not to eat cheese because like I wanna enjoy my skinny South Florida life. And that with some rice, I just threw in some citrus, and it's a really simple meal, guys. It's not rocket science, but the thing is, most people don't have time to craft these little recipes unless you wake up super early before work or you stay up all night and then you ruin your sleep. And guess what, guys? I had a really, this is TMI, I'm being personal because I'm kind of like, you know, for a long time, I've been more of a skit producer or an educational video producer. You came to me to learn from something. You can learn from my mistakes too. I just want to be real, because my other channel is very personal. I've been dealing with what I think is a hormone imbalance. Now I didn't go to the doctor and verify it. It's pretty obvious. I just feel different. It's not horrible. It's just like around my cycle, I kind of was getting some like, just feeling different type of symptoms. I got like a weird like gut problem where it could have just been diet or back asleep. Anyway, all these things lead back to your hormones. I don't have PCOS, but I do have endometriosis. So the problem is, I literally wouldn't survive. And I know many of you probably have hormonal issues and you're like, yeah, I can't survive working full time either. So what do? You find a job. Like, I'm begging you, Stampede, find a job. Don't send this video to your employer saying, Kelly, Sam told me to quit, but just listen. Find a job so that you can be like me, learning cute little recipes all day long, improving your craft, improving your skills that are aligned with your health and lifestyle maybe, and your natural abilities. And then find a way to be challenged. It's a healthy balance. All of a sudden, I swear, I've been forcing myself to go to bed by 10:30, which is kind of late, but like I wake up really early naturally anyway. Going to bed at 10:30, drinking a ton of water, not checking the screens. I deactivated TikTok, which is really hard because I love TikTok. Basically, I'm doing everything that they tell you to do during the New Year resolutions, but I actually did it, truly, honestly. But back to what I was saying.
Stampede, please forgive me. I accidentally deleted a clip from my camera and it was an important story, so I'll just retell the anecdote here. I have a highly compensated, but highly obnoxious frenemy from Los Angeles who likes to just check in with me, check in our little former figure skater group chat. She likes to just remind all 17 of us how happy she is that she doesn't need a man. Fair. How happy she is that she hates men. How happy she is that she will never ruin her body for a man. All right, we all got kind of quiet. It's like, I'm so happy that I don't care about hair and makeup and dressing for the male gaze. Somebody bolder than me said, have you considered that some people do hair and makeup for themselves and not every woman is doing it for men? Some of us just want to look nicer when we go outside. She's like, oh, but it's for men. You all need to get on the 4B movement. I'm like, I know that's right, 4B. She's like, no. I'm like, oh. She said 4B is a movement where you just hate men and you punish them for everything they've done. And I'm like, if you mean decentering from them, period. She's like, no, you take everything away. And I said, listen, I understand. I really do. I understand. Because once upon a time, when I was Delulu, when I was living in New York City, I had it all. I had everything. My face was everywhere on the homepage. I mistook the attention and the money that I received and the idolization even. It's kind of interesting. I thought that was a surrogate for true family, true love, true relationships. There are a lot of bad apples out there, but I'm like, I'm telling you, if you put in the work, it's not going to happen overnight. I was not expecting to meet anybody decent probably for another 5 years. But also, it's okay if you don't find anybody. But like, it's just, I don't know. I can't get down with bashing other women for wanting to enjoy things like hair and makeup or just wanting to be, soft, #soft life, and bait. Because I'm like, femininity is not a weakness. It's actually a strength. You just have to learn how to use it the right way, but too bad for her. She's going to be single forever. That's her choice. She doesn't ever want somebody. I'm like, I don't care if you're single or married or whatever, but don't bring that negativity towards us in the group chat because we're all just minding our business. And then all of a sudden she chimes in trying to tell us how shame on someone in the group chat, Nicole, because she got married and she had a kid. And she's like, I was not expecting you to do that. And now you don't talk to me anymore. And I'm like, well, that's because her husband's her best friend, and it's just life changes and it's busy. And I'm like, why can't we all just get along?
We need men. I think we do. The right men. Like mine. You would love him. I hope you all find someone like my man. And I told him, I was like, yeah, I probably won't tell the internet because, I like to be private. Guys, I'm so happy. And when you're with someone who allows you to rest in your feminine, and you just get to bake all day long. My only requirement is to be just fun and bring peace. And you know what he brings me? He brings me Costco muffins. He brings me muffins and pretty outfits and dresses and just brings me such security, comfort. And I told him I just feel literally physically safe. Like usually I'm harassed all day long when I walk outside. By taking the time to work on myself, wow, I attracted someone great. Wow, oh my goodness. Like I'm already great, But I had to improve in certain areas. And all I'm telling you all is class. This video kind of goes into different tangents here. It's supposed to be a life update video. I am fully invested in my relationship with myself instead of trying to prove something to the world anymore. I can't even imagine if I had actually like full-time showed up to a job. I did apply for a part-time job, to be fair. And I got the job. But once I actually showed up and I was like, no, I just went, like that America's Next Top Model, I'm just not really feeling it. I decided. So yeah, class, that is my life update video. Again, I will still be posting on this channel. I just ask you, I kindly ask you, if you have negative energy and if you hate anything I just said in the past, 15 minutes, I ask you to unsubscribe like the other 3,000 people who hate to see me win. I beg you, because it's gonna get worse from here on, but maybe you should stay, I don't know. But I'm just in this process of clearing out literally and again, I'm not sorry for saying that. Just because I'm a YouTuber doesn't mean I can't stand up for myself. And for some reason, there's this thing where people think oh, she's an influencer or he's an influencer, they can't defend themselves I'm like, no, I'll cuss you out. Guys, I love blocking people. I love block, remove, block, remove, block, remove. So yes, that is my full update, my full life update. I am loved. It feels amazing to be loved. Obviously, Jesus loved me. But someone other than that, because it can't, things like your dog, your cat, they're awesome. But there's something about being loved and cherished and provided and protected for, heavy unprotected and provided for by a man who's so beautiful, beautiful green eyes. Rewind. It is amazing to to feel genuinely loved by someone who can also give unconditional love in this very transactional dating environment with people who are just rancid. Number 2, developed new and strengthened old relationships with the girls who get it. It still is a very short list of friends, anyone you see me talking to or hanging out with, but they all understand.
Gandhi.
Gandhi once said,
Mother Teresa.
my bank statement is basically a food and shopping diary.
Again, when you're just on cloud 9 like me, when you get your life together, when you stop lying to yourself, acting like you want a full-time job, you want to be a boss babe and all that, realizing, you know, nothing can make me happier than God and family. And whether I have kids or not, just to be clear, it's not about a kid thing. It's just family, like your friends. God is your family. God is your father. Okay, goodbye, goodbye.